Hi everyone, as promised, I just thought I would do a quick walkthrough of what is involved for your project management assignment this semester. So a reminder, this can be done in pairs. It's due by November 20th at 11:59 p.m. You'll submit in the Dropbox. It's all there in Canvas under the assignment. You're going to do a team charter, sorry, not a team charter, a project charter. And in the project charter, make sure you list which project you're picking. When we get to the last slide in the presentation, I'll show you the list of projects, and they each have a company associated with them, and then who is the team member, so the pairs that are doing it. And you'll go through the process of this document. We did see this in a rough draft in a previous class, so you should be pretty familiar. You're going to go over what the project goals are, what the deliverables are, a sample of who the stakeholders would be involved in the project, and a communication plan along with a Gantt chart or WBS, your choice. I've highlighted some comments about things that kind of give you an example of what you should be looking for, but remember there's no real right or wrong answer for these. It's what you feel could potentially be options for what the project goal is, for what the deliverables could be, etc. So charter rubric guidelines, there's each of the different scoring areas that you're being marked on, and based on the information you provide in them and the details that are given in the charter for what needs done, you would get a score of 1 to 5. So if you provide just simply what would be an in-depth answer that meets the criteria, you're going to get a 4 out of 5. If you go above and beyond and give me some really fantastic answers and descriptions of what your goals for the project or deliverables would be, obviously your score is going to be higher, and each area reflects a different amount of points for the project. So project goal is 2 times your score from the rubric. Deliverables 3 times, because there's obviously more work going in there than what you're putting in. Assumptions, constraints, and dependencies, you'll get 2 times, and you should be giving at least 1 of each. Any related documents, so what would a related document be that would help you with this project? Project organizational structure, so who's involved within the organization, and again, this doesn't have to be specific people, but rather titles of people that you think would be involved. The meeting schedule at the end, how would you manage your time with this project, and then a Gantt chart or WBS for a total of 60 marks. Then you will do your risk assessment assignment portion of it. So again, there's a template there in Word. You're going to put who your team members are and what project you're working on, and then you're going to go through each of these steps. And I've highlighted the slides from that week's section that kind of reference back to these different areas. You also have this material in your textbook that you can review. The rubric for it, pretty straightforward again. For each step that you're completing, there's a certain amount of marks. There's the description of what you're doing, and then how your marks would relate to the score on the rubric. And last but not least, so here's the project list. Again, a very small description of what the company is, about what the description of what they were looking for when they were looking for their project to be completed was, and then any other information they had provided. You take this, you can do some research on the organization if you want, or the type of project they're looking for, and then you can build up what you think would be reasonable deliverables. Make sure if you're referencing outside sites that you do put those references in your documents. I've tried to pick different projects here, all in kind of different areas of business, so hopefully there's something that interests you. You don't have to do all of them, you just simply pick one and you use the same one for both the charter portion and the risk portion.